Welcome to Speak Free with Mattyg. This will serve as a platform for both myself and my guests to have the ability to speak freely about any and all issues or interests, including political news, sports, conspiracy theories, personal experiences, personal growth, and taboo topics. I hope to offer you an alternative to mainstream media and give you a more in-depth view of the world and of people without any editing, gotcha moments, or false narratives. This is Speak Free with Mattyg, the podcast that celebrates free speech, truth, and open discussion. All right, well, welcome to the first episode of Speak Free with Mattyg. I'm joined by Ben Dooley. How are you, Ben?
Good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm good. It's pretty exciting.
It is. I'm excited.
It's finally happening. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so I'm pretty keen to get it off and running. But yeah, let's talk.
Let's bang.
Let's talk. All right. So let's talk about what's happening in Melbourne. I wanted to bring this up first because it's the news of the day. And I mean, I know this will come out. We're filming here on Thursday, and I know this will come out Tuesday the 1st. But Melbourne is going into lockdown once again. Happening once again. It's their 4th lockdown now in 12 months.
I don't understand where the shutdown is, especially with like now we've got the whole cure, like not cure, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, they came out today, and the Premier said, basically the acting Premier, he was like, well, if you don't get vaccinated, if more people were getting vaccinated, we wouldn't have had to lock this place down, and that's exactly the thing they're trying to do at the moment.
Force it.
Well, and they're trying to divide and conquer. They're trying to divide the people between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated, and the people who don't want to get vaccinated and those who do, and that's what they've really put that thought into people's brain now, of, well, we're in lockdown now because yous don't want to go and get vaccinated, and all it does is create that divide further, and it's a load of bullshit. To be honest, it's a load of crap. I mean, Melbourne now, 7 days, they're in lockdown once again, and it's a scam. It's the biggest scam ever perpetuated on humankind, ever.
I don't see how they can power you into putting some sort of chemical into you.
Yeah, well, exactly.
They can push that. If they're pushing it, so see, the way I look at it, I believe it's a disease, like COVID, whatever you're going to call it. I believe it's a disease. I don't believe it is as serious as it is. For something that's taken over the world, I still haven't met a bloke or met someone that's met some, like, yeah, it's never come into fear in my life yet, which I think is really odd because I live in Sydney, like the Western Sydney. I don't understand how it hasn't come out to us, or like at least know someone that come in the hub. Like,
well,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? We're in the hub.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, it's not much of a pandemic, is it? After all, but yeah, that's an interesting thing that you talked about vaccinations, because, I mean, what I don't get is how it's such a crazy thought for people to want to have choice over if they're vaccinated or not. Suddenly you're an anti-vaxxer, or they come up with all these words. It's the same with conspiracy theorists, right? It's a made-up word. It was actually made up by the CIA to discredit people from
that don't want to believe everything.
Well, exactly. It was to discredit people that wouldn't take their word for it. And anyone who questions the government now is a conspiracy theorist, and you're a danger. And
well, that's it. That's spot on.
Yeah,
it is like that. Yeah, if you're conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and well, I mean, we saw with now it's totally normal, and it's accepted to say that coronavirus leaked from a Chinese lab. But when Donald Trump said that right at the beginning, he said it came out of a Chinese lab and it was deliberately leaked. He was shut down. Misinformation. Everyone who talked about it, a lot of conservatives on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram were shut down. They had their accounts banned because of it, and now Dr. Fauci in the US, right? So like the head of the COVID response team is now saying, oh yeah, actually it might have actually come out of a lab. Like that's
reasonable.
Yeah, that's a reasonable theory to think. But when Trump did it, you're a racist. How dare you say that about China? Like, hello, wake up everyone. China is our enemy. And it's
I
about
don't see
time.
why a bloke with such a stature of Donald Trump would say something willy-nilly either.
Yeah, but I mean, he was hated on from the get-go for 4 years. So it was a direct attack to get him out of office. And I mean, it worked. Look, coronavirus, in my opinion, is a scam perpetuated to the world with certain elements in play that they really want to achieve. And I think the first one was to get rid of Donald Trump. It worked. Second one is to get Biden in as president. It worked because Biden, in my opinion, is right up China's ass. It's not even funny.
Yeah, right.
And also to then usher in the New World Order. And bring in all these, like, oh man, people are so, you know what I put it to is like, what do they call it when, you know, there's like a kidnapper, and he takes someone, like, he kidnaps someone and they end up loving their abuser. Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. I feel like everyone has a big case, well, everyone except people who are free thinkers and actually question the narrative put out there. But they have a bad case of Stockholm syndrome because they're being told where they can go, what they can do, wear a mask, don't wear a mask, be fined if you don't wear a mask. You can only have 30 people.
I thought the fining was average as how they could just $200 bang. It's just they're just throwing this and they're scaring you, throwing power in.
Well,
there you
that's
go. Now the cops can fine. Like, I think it's so rubbish.
But if people knew their rights, then they wouldn't be worried one bit. Because I'm not. The only time I've ever worn a mask was when I worked at my old workplace, and that was only because I wouldn't have got any customers if I didn't wear it because I was the only one in the shop. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the only time I've ever worn it. I don't wear it on public transport. They just brought it in again recently, and then they took it away again.
If you're taking it away, you're bringing it in.
Yeah,
I'm taking it as do as you fucking wish.
Yeah.
Like you're talking shit.
Well,
like,
it is. It's
especially if I'm healthy, people around me are smart enough to only travel and go to work and do stuff while they're healthy. Like, what's to worry?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's just funny to me because you'll see people on the train, right? Whereas say that restrictions would come, say you caught the train every day, right? And the restrictions came in on a Wednesday, all right? And you were catching that train on the Tuesday before restrictions come in, and that person wasn't wearing a mask. And then as soon as the restrictions come in, they're then wearing a mask, which shows me that they're not actually concerned about their health. Otherwise, they would have been wearing the mask on the Tuesday.
They're just following the rules.
They're just following the rules, but they'll look at you, who's not wearing a mask, which I cop it all the time because I don't wear a fucking mask.
Walking through the shops.
Yeah, and like, oh, what are they doing? And I'm thinking, you fuckwits, mate. Like, you're the one who wasn't wearing a mask fucking yesterday, and now because the government told you to wear a mask, you're like, oh, fucking yes, sir, I'll fucking wear a mask.
3 hours of the day.
Yeah.
And they'd be fucking doing it.
I know. Or they'd tell them to wear three on top of each other. Yeah. It'll protect you more, and they'll yes, sir.
Half of them are just fucking bit of cloth.
Yeah.
Like, they could blow out fucking matchstick.
Well, exactly. Actually, you know what? I vape, and I put one on, and I vaped, and I blew it out. And this is actually truth, so try and demonetize my YouTube because this is actually truth. Is that the particles in vape, right, in vape liquid, right, are like, I think it was, I'll have to get the stats up, but it was like 100 times bigger than supposed COVID particles,
so
right?
So
it shouldn't even be coming out. It should just be coming out the sides, right? It was blowing right through.
Yeah.
Right? These supposed particles that are 100 times bigger than COVID particles. So it's not to do with your health whatsoever. It's to do with compliance.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll touch on COVID a lot throughout this podcast. So I don't want to get focused all of it on COVID today, but in my opinion, and I think everyone knows in my opinion, we are living in a scamdemic, not a pandemic, and it's about time everyone woke up. So
yeah. See, I'm happy I know a bloke like you, and I'm like honoured to be on this podcast with you. Like, first up, 001, like, very exciting.
It's good, eh?
But you know, what I've known from you, you're not one to beat around the bush. You got an opinion, you'll share your opinion. People don't like it.
Yeah,
that's their
too
opinion.
bad.
Like,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, and I don't mind. I love when people disagree with me.
But you come in, like what I like about you come in with fucking like you've done your research.
Yeah,
people are just saying what the like news is telling them to say.
Well, exactly, and people don't do their research. And you know what I love is when people go, "Well, listen to the experts." It's like, listen to the experts. So the experts, maybe, and maybe like go into that a bit deeper. The experts who are telling you to take this vaccine are big pharma, right? Let's just talk about Pfizer first of all. Pfizer has been sued, right? $3 billion in criminal charges, right?
Yeah.
Criminal misconduct. So, and that was because of they were hiding adverse reactions to their drugs. These are the guys you're trusting to put this vaccine in your everyone. So adverse reactions, they were hiding that. Anyway, they've been sued $3 billion over the course of their history, right? $3 billion, that's a fucking lot of money. And these people are trusting them to put a fucking vaccine in their arm. Like, that's been rushed as well because we didn't have coronavirus fucking before the start of last year, you know? Well, it wasn't known. And so all of a sudden these vaccines have been rushed and everyone's going, oh, yeah, fucking put it in me. Like, I won't ask questions. Like, are you fucking
I reckon
serious?
they're going to start, everything's going to get locked down. They're going to divide, like you said, they're going to divide the vaccinated, non-vaxxers. It's going to stop you from travelling.
Exactly. They'll bring in all these restrictions. Yep.
From partying, going to your nightclubs. Like, probably won't be able to get into the cafe down the road without some sort of ID scan it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, passport, vaccine
especially
passport.
At the start, like 5 years, it wouldn't. I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be either something big's going to happen or it's going to be it's going to be brushed under the rug.
Well, exactly. We all need to
keep living.
You know, power of the people will always be stronger than power of the government, but only if everyone wakes up and realizes that.
Yeah.
These politicians are in power because of us. We put them there. Right? And if people don't wake up to it soon enough, we will have no freedom left whatsoever. I mean, Scott Morrison's already flagged the idea of a vaccine passport, or showing he backtracks on it a little bit now, but showing vaccine identification to be able to cross into another state in your own country.
Well, there you go.
Right? That's not only unconstitutional, but it's fucking illegal, and they can't stop people from traveling in your own country. You're a citizen, right?
Yeah.
And there should be no no limitations put on different Australians based on what state they come from. It's written in our constitution. Oh, well, maybe not worded like that, but that's in there. And so I think flagging the idea of having to have a passport to travel to Queensland or to Victoria or wherever you want to go, travel interstate is dangerous. It's a dangerous precedent. And yeah, I think ScoMo should wake up to himself a bit and realise what he's doing.
Well, well, that's right. But see, I'm not on topic, but off topic. I'm a tradie, right? So I see a lot of trades, see a lot of blokes, new faces. There's a lot of opinions with stuff that goes on in the news. Usually, everyone loves to chat, so I'll chat with anyone that wants to give me the ear. You know what I mean? Bloke said to me, he said, this has come out of a lab in China. This is his, I don't know if you want to call it a conspiracy, but this is his view on things. And it turned my head a bit more to kind of go, oh, that's like, who am I to say that's not right? Yeah. And then what it was is it's come out of a lab in China. They've cooked it up, come out, done whatever. It's going into a war, like a world war. And what wins wars? It's money. Money wins wars. We're in debt. New Zealand's in debt. A lot of countries, whatever, in a lot of debt with China. We've been borrowing all our money off China. We're in, I don't know if it's billions or if it was trillion, but we're in a lot of debt with China. They hold all the cards now. Now what they've done, because they've just gone, here, pandemic money, here you go, like give it to the people. What this bloke said to me, and what is, like, I've done my research and what's like true as well. They've been handing out money, or they were cashed up because they stripped from their people. Their people go without, for they could have the power in government, for they can give to keep the power in government, because everyone knows China now. Yeah. now China have all the money, everything like that, all the resources, because everything's getting shipped from China. Like, we're in a timber shortage. How much land do we have in Australia? I don't know if it's because it's too dry, but we can't even get timber without getting shipped over.
Well,
like,
that's
I know
it.
it's chippy talk, but
No, but I mean that was on Channel 7 News, not only.
yeah, but they hold the cards now.
Yeah.
They got all this power because everyone owes them money. Everyone's in debt to them. Now that, like, who knows what they're capable of now that they've got all, like, everyone's broke. You know what I mean? You can't buy weapons, you can't.
I mean, it all started there, and they've really, I mean, and this is the thing, right? They've shut down the economy. Countries everywhere
Yeah.
shut down their economy. And, I mean, America's fucked. And even with Australia, like, even Melbourne being closed, basically, for a week,
Yeah.
will kill their economy. It will fucking kill it.
Yeah.
And yet, fucking China has fucking, what do they have? 1.2 billion people living there. It's started there, and yet they're sweet, apparently.
It's
like,
all done.
Wake up,
Yeah.
everyone, wake up. How does it go from China, from Wuhan, to fucking everywhere in the world within a matter of a fucking month?
Yeah.
Right? So from February to March, it's basically fucking everywhere. February last year, right? To March 2020. It's fucking everywhere. And how the fuck does it go from there to everywhere and not affect, like, at least half of the fucking Chinese population? They live on top of each other. I've been there. It's fucked.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They live in each other's pockets.
Yeah.
How does that disease is not
So,
spread?
like,
and then I don't think they're like
Yeah.
a top grade bloody country like ourselves.
Yeah.
We're much more hygienic in some sense, and you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, we've
we are
been
living
very
much
lucky
healthier.
here in terms of, like say for argument's sake, everything we've heard is fucking true, right? About
Yeah.
it from mainstream media, which it's not, because mainstream media is a fucking joke. But say it's all true in terms of country to country. Australia's doing pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're allowed to go to the footy, we're allowed to do this, that, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not true. It's not fucking true what they've said about everything. And yet we're still in all this debt, right? People are still out of work and that. And imagine if it did rip through, like it has all those other countries, right? Let's say, well, even so, I mean, personally, I don't believe it's ripped through fucking anywhere. Not to the extent that the media makes out it has.
Well, I've
anyway.
heard rumour that, like, even in the hospitals, doctors have said they've classified a lot of deaths. Like, the death tolls, the stats, fucking take them with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? They're full of shit.
Yeah.
Because they get money. Government gives money to hospitals that are dealing with a lot of people stuck in the pandemic, fighting it, whatnot, like their diseases and everything like that. So everyone's just going, righto, we need more money in hospitals, which have been asking for the last, like, 7-10 years, whatever it's been.
Yeah.
Like, it's the last thing I've always heard since I could remember. They're getting money for saying, yep, another COVID case, dead, another. And now they've come out just on the news the other day. How it hit the news, don't know. But they've said half it's shit.
Yeah.
Like, an older person dies from the flu. It happens. Like, an unhealthy person, like, you know what I mean? The flu can be tough.
The flu kills a lot of people every year.
Doesn't mean it's COVID.
Yeah.
But it's a flu.
And exactly, and it kills a lot of people every year, and we've never shut down any borders. We've never shut down any.
Where's this vaccine, miracle vaccine for the flu, if we've had all this time?
Yeah,
as well?
I mean, you have to get vaccinated for the flu every fucking year, and most people I know who get the flu vaccine end up sick as a dog. So.
Yeah, well, they reckon they put a bit of the flu in it for your immune
well, they
system.
do, yeah. Well, that's how. Yeah, they put like a certain amount of the virus. I guess I don't know the science behind it, so I'm not going to act like I do. But but that's how I gather it works: is to build up an immunity to it. They give you like a small, like a controlled dosage
like a
of
micro
it.
dose.
Yeah.
I wonder what's the COVID one's like. Well, that's got in it.
Oh, it's got probably a
Bit of
probably
COVID in
a microchip in it, and then they'll start fucking.
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah, well,
Scary, eh?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't trust our government.
And they
I think
track
people
everyone.
who blindly trust their own government are fucking idiots.
I think that's the best way to describe them. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't. I think the government's fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, yeah, the government are fucking idiots too.
There's a bunch of puppets.
Yeah, they are. If
you, you think he's like ScoMo's coming up with half this shit he says? He's on they're on the strings, mate.
Yeah. I mean, they're just all they care about is doing the bare minimum to then get elected the next fucking election cycle.
And then when election comes around,
and the population is dumb enough to go, oh yeah, fuck yeah, they did
changed
alright.
his ways since last month. Now elections are coming up.
Like
it's gonna do a lot for us.
Yeah, they fucking did alright. Like they got us out of that pandemic. Like fuck off, you fucking killed the country. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk aliens.
Yeah, righto.
Because I know you were keen to talk aliens, and I'm keen to talk aliens.
I'm keen to talk shit I don't know about. Not that I don't know about that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, yeah. I mean, aliens. There's definitely. I mean, I think people are pretty naive to.
Half a government, but
if they
aliens, mate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think people would be naive to think. Firstly, at a basic level, to think aliens aren't real.
It is naive.
Yeah.
I think it's naive to think that we're the only
the only life
thing
in the whole universe. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I understand maybe not on Mars or the moon, apparently, but
yeah, we might be the only life in this solar system. But there's a gazillion fucking solar systems.
That's what I mean. How does that work?
And people would be much more. I mean, aliens, extraterrestrial life would be way more advanced than we are, and way smarter. And now, the fact is all this news has just come out about UFOs, or what do they call them now? Unidentified aerial
phenomenons.
UAPs.
Phenomenons with an F.
So UAPs, and the Pentagon themselves, right, in America, as well as army officials and whatnot, they've all come out and they're going to declassify a fuck ton of shit.
Well, I jumped on board with that straight away because I lust for the unknown. I'm very interested in knowing shit that I shouldn't know, and like everything like that. I do lust for it. Like, it is. I don't know if that's the right word I'm chasing, but I think everyone does. Yeah, everyone wants to know the unknown.
It's exciting.
It is. Yeah. It excites me, and it excites me because now it's coming to from 10 years ago to now. It's coming, there's pointy end coming, you know what I mean? Coming to the end of the tunnel, it feels like. Yeah. Because Donald Trump, so what I've heard and what I've read up on, he was going to come out and tell everyone. Because he started talking shit and doing what he does best. I hate to bring up Donald Trump.
I love him.
I know, but again and again and again. But he does what he does best, and he says what he thinks. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he's, what I've been told, he was going to come out and say exactly what everyone wants. He thinks everyone should know. Everyone should know, why is it so? Because what I got told is a lot, or not told, but what I've read, a lot of presidents, when they go in, they go, righto, aliens real, is this, that, fucking Bermuda Triangle, you know what I mean? They just, and the government, they have to be told that, even though they get sworn secrecy, that's the good stuff. And he wanted to come out of it. And then Galactic Corporation. I don't know how big a Galactic is, but this thing is supposed to be holding chair members of fucking all kinds of things, right? And then the people from Earth that hold a chair in that galactic fucking table told him, shut him right down, bang. And that's why everything just stopped for a bit there, because he come out way before this whole Pentagon thing. And they shut him, bang, shut it down, real harsh. And then it went quiet, because my ears pricked straight away. As soon as some shit started getting stirred up about it, aliens and whatnot, I just went, oh, here we go. What's this about? And then he's come out right at the end of his his service. He's come out and gone, right, Pentagon, here's the fucking deed, Pentagon. And I think, his blokes are in charge with him. They made sure it all fucking happened. Or something like that. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I haven't actually read into that part of it myself. But I have watched a few documentaries and stuff lately. who am I to say that's not real? But
well, exactly. And this is the thing that really, I mean, with all conspiracies, is people are like, yeah, take off your tinfoil hat. You're a fucking conspiracy theorist. It's like, who the fuck are you, mate, to say that I'm wrong and you're fucking right? Like, who fucking knows? Who knows? Who fucking knows?
That's what I mean. Who knows? Definitely the people that knock it back, and they don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Blow from bloody down the road.
Yeah.
What's he gonna... Like, the boys at work, they always say to me, they give me a bit of shit. Like, shout out to Hito. Shout out to Luca. They were itching for his podcast. They go, oh, finally, like, boys we know, like, because they love it. They're all about it like me. And shout out to little Harry as well. Sorry, I jump in. And buddy, they're all going. Every time I say, like, who am I to say, like, that's not real? Because I always banter. Like, I love me banter, and I love telling them what's on my mind. Because you work 8 hours a day with some bloke, you fucking not talking the full time. You're just thinking about shit. Yeah. And then I like to talk about shit that's popping in my head. And at the moment, like the last couple of months, it's been the whole alien thing, because it's all I've been seeing. And then they always go, but who are you to say that's not right or that's wrong? And I say, that's right. See, they jump on board and they're like getting around it. And I'm going, yeah, well, fuck, who am I? Yeah. Who am I to say that's not right or that's right, that's wrong? And I think that stands for everyone. Yeah. Unless you're fucking Donald Trump or something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, and with everything is that sort of, you know, those people that are so sure that it's not, you know, it can't be true. That can't be true. Like, that can't be fucking true. Oh, you're fucked.
It's
like
to help them sleep at night, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think they don't want to question things. They want to,
like, whatever.
They want to believe the narrative that they're told, the official narrative.
And I get it. Like, does stir you up. Fucking oath it stirs you up. Yeah. But, like, I'm going to end up dying like the rest of us. You know what I mean?
What do you think happens when you die? On a personal level?
Oh, has to be an afterlife. Like, family have died close to me, and I don't know if you're looking for something weird to happen, but something weird happens. Yeah. You know, like, I've had weird shit happen.
So have I. So have I.
And there's shit, like, and you just go, like, coincidence? Nah.
Yeah. I don't so much believe in a god.
I don't know about a single god.
But I do believe that there's a spiritual element to the universe.
I think it comes, like, I sound like a hippie here, but, like, a lot of it...
I'm all about that hippie life.
I think a lot of it comes down to, like, vibration's supposed to be a massive thing. Certain vibrations supposed to make you feel certain ways, make you depressed, make you bloody on top of the world, you know? Yeah. And I think we all have our own vibrations that we let out. Yeah. So I think it's like a spiritual level to it. Yeah. See, I don't know much because I lie about that stuff, but I don't believe we just can it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic. I guess it's the one thing that you never really... no one knows. No one that's currently living knows. You know what I mean?
I've heard this story from the horse's... Oh, not the horse's mouth, but the bloke that told me it was from the horse's mouth. Lady passed away, right? Come to that, like, ripe age, passed away, did what everyone does. And she said there's an afterlife. And she was in this gorgeous gown. Like, she's clinically dead. Like, in this gorgeous gown. She said she felt good, she looked good, everything like that. And then said doctors brought her back and she was filthy about it because she finally didn't have any fucked hips or fucked anything, you know? Yeah. And then you go, is that an afterlife or is that fucking, you still dreaming, your brain's still, you know what I mean? Yeah. You don't know where to look with that.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like thinking about it, to be honest. But I mean, I do.
I think it's honest. I think everyone gets a crack at dying, so yeah. I don't think there's not anything to be scared of.
Yeah, not obviously scared of, but it's like
prematurely, and you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that,
but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to know what happens.
Yeah.
Because then everyone will know what happens, and then it'll just be nothing special or nothing bad. You know what I mean? It'll just be nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if it is nothing,
that's the way to look at it.
I live like there will be nothing. So I live like if an opportunity comes up, I do it. I live like there'll be nothing after this, because I just think this is the life to be lived.
I think you do. I think, yeah. Well, this is the life to be lived, I think.
Yeah. I was going to run through some conspiracies and just get your quick opinion on them fast. Yes, if you... not so much conspiracy theories, but like... events that have happened, if you think they happened the way that we have been told they happened. All right, 9/11.
Nah, that shit's fucking been cooked up, and not cooked up, but that's been drawn up.
Okay, the moon landing, 1969.
Believe that, but I believe they landed probably before it. I don't think that was the first.
Okay.
Well, when was it? We'd say 69.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we were already on top of that shit by the time fucking...
I don't know, 69 was a while ago now.
Well, that's when mum was born.
Right, okay, yeah, my mum was born 68.
Dad's 63. Dad says he remembers watching it on telly. That little box. A little black and white thing he reckons his rich ass. Loved it.
But yeah, what's some other ones that we can go through? Okay.
With the moon thing, but I think they reckon there's no wind in space, and then the flag was fucking sailing. Apparently.
Yeah, it was blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a few. I don't know. A lot of that shit's been debunked, but NASA can really tell you anything, and people are just going to go, oh, okay. Like,
I read that NASA was firstly, started to discover the ocean.
Right. Okay.
Why they went to Earth, I don't know, because a lot of the ocean hasn't been discovered. I mean, sorry, out of Earth. Like, went into space. Apparently.
Wait,
I haven't done a massive... see, I'm a sucker for it. They say it and I go, ooh, maybe. But I don't... I haven't researched right into that.
Yeah.
But maybe someone listening maybe wants to do it for us.
Yeah. But yeah, well... I mean, yeah, I don't really believe the moon landing happened in 1969. I believe there has been moon landing since, but I don't believe it happened.
At all? Like, you don't believe that?
No, I believe it was...
We've had a significant day, we've jumped on that moon? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, that first moon landing, I don't think that first moon landing, I don't think that happened. But
well, what about 9/11? What do you think about that?
You know what? That's actually funny, because all through my life and up until just sort of recently, I really didn't even want to look at conspiracy theories, because I thought I knew everything I knew about Al Qaeda and what happened that day, and I've watched a lot of documentaries on just 9/11, as we've been told, and I was like, oh, no, shut up, conspiracy theorists. And then when COVID happened, I started to go, hang on a minute.
Start questioning.
Because I'd never had that just pure gut instinct before of something ain't right here. Yeah. And I got that with COVID straight away. Like, straight away from February, like, I was coming back on a cruise from Melbourne. I went to the Australian Open last year.
Yeah.
And then I was coming back on the cruise, and all this stuff started to talk about COVID and that, like that. The next minute there was a case popped up in fucking, Brisbane and then Sydney and whatnot. Then it all started. Yeah. And I thought, fucking something ain't fucking right here. And then I started and that's what was sort of the rabbit hole for me that I fell down, and I started really researching into everything.
So you start questioning one thing, you question everything.
Well, that's it. And then so I started to really look into 9/11, and I believe it was a put-up job by the American government. Job? Yeah. Yeah. It was put up. It was... Yeah.
It was to chase oil.
Well, exactly right. I mean, they've made a fuck ton of money from invading, the Middle East.
Yeah.
And Iraq, and I
100% believe the US started that war. I don't believe just some blokes just come in and drove a plane into a couple of planes into Twin Towers.
I do believe the planes I mean, there were planes.
No, I believe that happened, but I don't believe a bloke just come and done it for the sake of like hating. I believe US set it up in a way where they can start a war, for they can go over, like gave them a reason to go fight and take over these fucking countries over there.
Well, that's it.
To take oil, because oil, like, there's a lot of power in oil.
It's a huge commodity.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's my view. Like, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, that's my view too.
Well, there you go.
And I've looked at like remote control of the planes and how they can remote control them, and the pilot basically is rendered useless. So they could just then
fucking take over it.
Basically, like hack into the system and then just fly it straight into these two buildings. The fourth plane was definitely shot down by. Well, it was either shot down or something failed and it crashed. That's why it crashed in the field, or there was just the decoy to make it look like it. You know, there was the hero moment from the passengers on the plane, and they fought the hijackers and they crashed it. And
they're probably fucking.
And then the Pentagon one, like, how convenient that no one died. A plane crashes into the fucking Pentagon, and like, except for the people on the plane, obviously, but like, no one, like, hardly anyone dies. And there's like no plane in the photos and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, the Pentagon, right? So the government went, oh, we'll have one hit us. But it won't actually do any damage.
Sitting around eating the tea, drinking the tea, and fucking Vicky.
Don't worry, it won't. Yeah, it won't actually do any. Yeah, it won't actually do any damage because we don't like actually want to kill us. Like, we just want to kill our citizens. Like,
is there a way you can just skim the Pentagon? Just skim it.
Yeah, just like skim it. Yeah, and then the plane just fucking disappears. Like, but yeah, Port Arthur massacre.
Yeah.
Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? Do you believe?
I've done enough research on not believing it.
Now, I don't want to be too controversial here because I know a lot of people are still like, nah, about it.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. A lot of people died, and it was in Australia.
Well, yeah.
But
before you get started, but I think it did set a level and work in favour. Like, don't take me words harshly. Worked in favour for starting gun laws and starting. You know what I mean? And that shut down a lot of deaths, I think. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Yeah. I'm saying it did like set that fucking level.
Well, that's true. I mean, I'm glad I'm sort of on the fence about it because I wouldn't want there to be everyone fucking carrying guns in this country.
No, see, they reckon that
would scare me.
A country like us if I went over to America, you walk around fucking scared.
Yeah. And you would, especially
blokes will have it on their fucking hip.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to expect that. You'd have to expect that everyone's carrying at all times.
Yeah. It's a very honest country in that sense. You don't fucking mouth off.
Yeah.
I'm going to just fucking.
Yeah, shoot ya.
I don't give a fuck. We think we're fucking wild.
Yeah, I know, but fucking yeah, it is dangerous. So I am grateful for that as well. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not, because I am grateful.
Yeah.
Especially at a road rage incident not long ago.
Oh.
And a guy got out of his car, 2 sets of lights, and then tried cutting me off, like tried to drive in front of me and cut me off when I was turning, like at the lights. And then I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And he's coming up behind me, and so we stop at another red light, and I'm like, fucking scared, bro, because I'm like, I don't know who's in this car.
Yeah.
Like, could be anyone, bro. So I'm like fucking freaking out. Anyway, he gets out and he's like, bang, bang on my window, bro. And I'm
when
like,
was this?
Oh god, it's probably going back. It was just before. It was October. It was just before. I was on my way here actually to the radio.
He's fucking probably gonna listen to this and go, yeah.
Good. I hope.
Say something to him.
Yeah, fuck yourself, you dog. Don't fucking hit my window, motherfucker. Nah, I'm not gonna act like I was
yeah.
I was fucking.
I've only had probably one.
I was scared.
Road rage incident where it could have escalated badly, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Just some fucking bloke going off his head at me out in Camden.
Oh yeah, but this guy was laughing. Fucking crazy.
Get me fucking way, idiot.
Yeah.
He's blocking off my lane and he's going off his head. I started it because he fucking wouldn't let me in. So like, time to get fucked. And he fucking didn't want to borrow that.
Yeah.
And then he fucking swerving in front of me, and we were on a main road, you could almost say this place was a fucking highway.
Yeah.
Like 3 lanes. he's gone right in front of me, stopped everyone behind us, fucking peak hour, and him and me just, and I'm like, fucking move, like I gotta turn right here.
Yeah.
And there's a set of lights, and I can't, like, I didn't know where I'm at. Fuck. And he's just going fucking off his guts, like going off me, and he opens his door, and I'm like, oh fuck, I better get my seatbelt off before I get the shit punched out of me.
Yeah.
And then he kind of like, he just did it scare me, and then I was like, trying to laugh at him, but I was a bit scared myself.
It is scary.
Yeah,
you just don't know.
I don't know if he's gonna fucking
That's it.
hurt me car.
But that's the one thing is like, if that happens in America, and this was the point I was trying to, it is relevant.
Yeah, back to it.
But if it was in America, it's like, well, that motherfucker's probably going to have a gun. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, that's what I mean.
And thank God, he didn't have a gun this month, because he was fucking fuming when he came out and hit my window, and I was like, fuck, if this cunt like had a gun, I'd probably be shot. In saying that, then I could have had a gun and maybe it wouldn't have fucked with me. So,
we both fucking end up shot.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd rather it just be no guns.
Yeah, so that's it.
Where were we? Port Arthur. So what's your view on it then?
Well, it's not so much my view, but I've just been interested to do some research on it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of facts out there that have been hidden from mainstream media. To make you think it was an inside job to take away our guns, basically. And now we're in a time of pretty much tyranny in this country with what's going on with COVID. And there's no real way for citizens to fight back, especially against the army. Not that the army would... I mean, we don't live in fucking China, but... but if that ever did happen, then citizens really are, like, fucking hands
useless, aren't you?
Yeah.
Only a few, like, a small percentage, I imagine, would have fucking gun license with anything worth shooting.
Yeah, and they make it...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they make it so hard to even get, a gun nowadays that, and they could all... And because they own those, right, like, those laws, they're in control of those laws, they could just take away that as well.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Pretty just instantly, so...
You're a threat, the cops would just go and take them off you.
Yeah, so... but yeah, I mean, if you really looked into Port Arthur, though... not saying it didn't happen the way they said it happened, whatever, or that Martin Bryant didn't do it, that Martin Bryant didn't do it, or that he did do it, but there are a lot of facts out there that sort of show that it could have easily, with what they did before it. I mean, they bought a vehicle that could carry like 16 bodies. Like the Tasmanian government bought a vehicle that could carry 16 bodies, like just before it happened.
Yeah.
The government had purchased the cafe that they were all shot up in. So the government owned the cafe that they were all shot up in.
Yeah, right.
There's all these little, like, so many things. The amount of shots that were fired, the amount of people that died from Martin Bryant, who had an IQ of like 85 or so. It was something ridiculous. It was something so small. His IQ, he was basically mentally retarded.
Yeah.
And he also had no trial because he admitted to it. But, you can get fake admissions of guilt pretty easily, especially by someone who's not very smart.
Yeah.
And because they're very easy to manipulate, and so so all I'm saying to people listening, and not saying that I'm right at all, it isn't it's just interesting to me, because I don't want to come out and say like, no, it didn't happen, because I don't fucking know if it happened or not, but it is interesting to question it, and it's interesting to look into it a bit more.
I think the thing to take is like maybe just question a lot of stuff, like not us personally because we already do it.
Yeah,
I mean just the other people that maybe
just
take everything,
just be open-minded to it,
and that's that.
Because I mean,
just being open-minded, like
blindly trusting the mainstream media and the government and your celebrities on your fucking TV that you're like, Like, fuck off.
Cream
Like,
it, eh?
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, fuck them. They're all paid for by someone. They've all got
Not
fucking...
Honey Badger. He's a good bloke.
Oh, yeah, he's
Nick
alright.
Cummins.
He's
one celebrity.
He's a sick cunt.
I'll turn over for him.
But people who just blindly trust anything they're told and blindly believe the official narrative, wake up and start seeing things for what they really are.
Yeah.
And or just questioning it. There's nothing wrong with questioning things. Nothing wrong with questioning things
Well,
whatsoever.
there isn't. Like, I think it's been made like there is something wrong, but
Yeah, you're automatically a conspiracy theorist, and
well, even like you said,
or you're an anti-vaxxer, or you're a
there's a fucking name for it. Every
I mean,
time.
even people who didn't wear a mask at the start of COVID were anti-maskers. Like, what? Because they want to breathe fucking oxygen, like, rather than fucking their own CO fucking 2.
Yeah,
Like, like, what the fuck?
Happy I didn't get stuck in that situation where I had to work with them and that.
Yeah, it fucking sucked, eh?
Yeah.
It sucked. Thank God I'm out of that job. But
fucking itchy mask on my face. No thanks.
But yeah, it's fucking horrible. But yeah, I'd always just pull it down and fucking whatnot.
But yeah, again, like you should be not always believe in everything, but I don't see a reason why. Like, obviously you can believe whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna toss in my grave over it when I die.
Yeah.
Do what you want, but don't tell others they can and can't.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Well, that's it.
I don't see. I'm not here pushing anyone to believe anything. I'm telling you my point of view.
Yeah, and that's what people often mistake me for, especially because I'm so loud about it on social media. Is people think, oh, you're fucking shoving your opinion down our throat. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm just giving you my opinion, putting it out there.
Opinions down
You can take the media and the fucking government.
They force you to watch it because it's the news.
Yeah,
you're not forcing anyone to fucking watch your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
They're watching it because they are interested.
Yeah. And exactly, and people can either take it or leave it, but all I want to do is open discussion. And if people disagree with me, sweet. I can't wait to have someone sitting across from me on this podcast that completely disagrees with me.
Spark it, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I love those conversations. I know. We just keep agreeing.
Yeah. The whole podcast us just going, fuck it over.
Yeah.
Fucking jerking you.
Oh, fuck, but yeah.
But like, even with Ghost, people, no such thing. They fucking wipe it.
Yeah.
What I think and what I believe is that may not be a ghost, may be a ghost. If someone's seen something, they've fucking seen something. It might be they've seen the wrong fucking shadow of themselves from fucking past. I don't know. But people don't talk. Like, a lot of people don't talk shit. Personally, if I'm saying something like that, I'm going, nah, like, I'm fucking not talking shit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win you over. I'm not trying to make you believe I'm telling you what fucking happened.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like me that pretty straight down the barrel. Like, they're not talking for the sake of fucking hearing their voice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when people come at me and they say stuff like that, I believe it because I believe they've seen something. It might not be right. It might not be like exactly what they've said. But like, personally, I believe in ghosts because I've had encounters where I've seen shit that I haven't been able to describe.
Yeah.
And I put it down to not fucking...
There's something out there.
Not solid human. Like, you see figures and you see stuff move and like... Get this right. I've sat at a fucking coffee table having brekkie with a couple of boys. I've sat me, cousin, other cousin, one of the boys. So there's about 4 or 5 of us. I think someone else was floating around. Shit, this fucking cup, this table had no rock in it. I checked it.
Yeah.
I don't sit on rocky tables as well because I fucking can't eat my food and shit. This fucking cup, we're sitting here, and this glass cup just goes, and fucking, I shit you not, this happened. And it's like, you think of it and I think of it and I go, like, did I fucking dream that? Did I dream it? I don't know how the fuck this happened. Right, I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
And we're like this, and this thing just goes, I'm not looking at it. It's like, it's in me peripherals.
Yeah.
And I've just stopped. I've looked at it, and my cousin kind of turned his head. Sitting across from me. I'm sure it's my cousin. I hope so. And I go, "Do you fucking see that?" And he goes, "Did that cop just move?"
Oh God, that is crazy.
I don't know if someone's with us and they wanted to be noticed, and I'm going like this. I'm fucking pushing on the corner on the table, seeing if this fucking thing shakes.
Yeah,
This thing's rock solid. They've got the fucking tissue under it.
yeah.
Like it's not. This thing didn't move.
They've got the
And I'm
tissue
going,
under it.
yeah. And I'm, you know,
There's always those cafes. Yeah,
got the wedge under it. But how the fuck that happened?
yeah.
And you know, it starts deteriorating now your mind, and you're going, did I dream it? Fuck, I'd put me whole fucking what I have in it, me bank account, fucking like on that story fucking happened.
Yeah. Well, I've had something similar happen. Just after my pop died, we got into his car, right, and we'd changed the station to FM, and there'd only been us in the car, right, and we got back, and then we got back in the car. I think it was the next day, and there'd only been us in the car, and it was changed back to AM when we turned the car on to his station.
News station.
And we'd only be, and when we got out, it was on FM. When we got back in, it was on AM. And it's no like auto thing, like it was manually done.
Oh,
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
so this thing hasn't just clicked back into what it fucking.
No,
Well,
it
how-
hasn't just happened like automatically. Like it's, yeah. Crazy, eh?
Yeah, well, they don't, do they? I'm trying to think how my car works. If I have my car on a certain station,
Yeah, when you get
when
back
I
in,
go
it's
back
gonna
in,
be-
that even though my car's smart, it doesn't say like. It's not like they're saved. They go straight back where I
Yeah,
left it. Like
yeah.
if I had it, yeah, no, fuck off.
Crazy, eh?
Who's to say?
Well, that's it.
Not
I mean,
fucking
who
me.
knows? It could just be. I mean, people are probably watching this going, "Fucking coincidence, just coincidence."
Nah,
It's
see-
like, I don't know. I don't know if it is.
I like to believe stuff like that, especially with family. If you lost family,
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell someone.
yeah. It's a bit of a comfort thing too.
Well, that's
I
what I mean.
think.
That's what like.
Yeah, I think that's like religion as a whole for a lot of people is comfort.
On this subject,
Mm.
this is my view. I've been doing like watching a lot of shit lately. So, word on the street, fluoride in your toothpaste, in your water. That's been cooked up. So I was talking to my old boy about it a while
I
back.
agree with you on this.
You know where I'm going with
I know
this.
where you're going with it.
He reckons that was put into water by the government because people's teeth were rotting. Apparently, that's what he's told me. I don't know where he got that story from.
Right. Yeah.
I
Well,
said,
it is put in for teeth health as the official story,
Oh, well, there you go.
perpetuated by.
Yeah, well, I got told that stop shower.
Just gonna have a quick vape, by the way.
I got told that
We've
stops
been
you
going for a
from,
while.
that stops you from like certain fractions of light, stops you from seeing shit. And this is where I go. I think everyone's acceptable to certain things. Everyone can see different fractions of this light. Like my green might be different to your green. You know what I mean? This V can might be my purple in your eyes. We'll say that.
I mean, I'm seeing green as well.
So
just
when
to
people
clarify
see, yeah, Big fuck. When people say they've seen stuff and other people can't see stuff, I feel like it's affected their like it's because the fluoride. I feel like fluoride is affecting our sight, and certain people are taking it differently. Everyone's different. Certain people are absorbing it differently. Certain people can see shit, other people can't.
Yeah.
And I believe that. And this is where it goes into play. People that can see, fucking, like ghosts, and people that can't. Like some people are gifted towards it. You'll see that they say they have a gift. Like me personally, I don't think I'm gifted in that sense where I can see them fucking wherever I go. You know what I mean? But some people say they can.
Yeah.
And this is where I go into play. I'm a big fan of yowies, fucking yetis, Bigfoot.
Oh, really?
Big fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
That's one thing I haven't really gotten into. Hey.
Only because one occasion when I was younger, we're out at Warhope, just outside of Port Macquarie, and there's a lot of forest. I forget the name of the forest out there, but this thing's fucking dense. Oh, fucking remember the name.
Do you want to look it up?
Yeah, if
You
you
can look it up.
But this thing's dense, right? And a lot of stories come out of this. A lot of people go pigging in it. A lot of people don't come back out of it. Like, if I
Forest
can,
near Port Macquarie.
yeah,
Is it a state forest?
yeah.
Burrawan? Burrawan?
No.
Lake Inners?
No.
Nature Reserve? Queens Lake State Conservation.
Watch us not get it. No.
Are you sure it's not Burrawan?
It starts with a P.
A P.
I think.
Fuck.
Someone or B. Or, anyway, someone would be
a B. Barrawan.
No,
National Forest.
No.
Herons Creek. Is that what you said?
No.
Did I say that before? Maybe.
No.
Anyway,
this joint's fucking
joint near fucking Port Macquarie.
Whoever's been out there, they'll know. People go pigging, people go missing. Like a lot of weird sightings out there. So my cousins come. They're like myself. They're pretty open to a lot of shit. They've moved out there and they got scrubbed right around. They got this property where it goes hill, levels out where the house is built, garage, all that bullshit, and it goes again. The hill keeps going.
Yeah.
And then they got like bush right around them, where the other hills like goes into valley, comes back up, and then it's all hill. And they reckon late at night one night there was 3 of them. That's all. 2 of my cousins and my cousin's missus. So I don't see the reason to make it up. And they reckon they heard noises and they looked across probably 100, 200 meters, and they saw this fucking large figure in a bit of opening just standing there staring at them, doing nothing.
In the forest.
In this fucking, on this neighbour's hill.
Yeah.
Right, no houses, like it's just like a bit of an opening between fucking trees on top of a hill type thing in the distance, like a few 100 metres away. Reckon this thing was standing there. Whether their eyesight was fucking, it was a tree or a bush and they couldn't work out what the fuck it was, they fucking shit it, went straight down the home, fucking went fuck that shit, went to bed type thing. All of them told me the same story. When I got there, I was 12-ish? I was around that age, 12, 14, something like that.
Yeah.
Got told that story, not that night, following, like, we went up there seeing him. Got told the story, not that night, following night, I'm laying in bed, and they got this wraparound, it's a big single story, got this wraparound concrete veranda, right? And out my window, I was on the bed, like, window side, and my sister's sharing the room with me, she's on the other side of the room, and we're sleeping, it's probably fucking midnight, something like that, and, this is what sparked it all with me. And then we're sleeping, and then this, I like kind of like in and out of sleep type thing, and I wake up, and there's this noise outside on like heavy footsteps on the concrete. They got 2 chihuahuas. Oh no, they had one. Sorry, the other one passed away. 1 chihuahua at the time. None of them smoke. None of them are that fucking heavy. And this thing, like, you know, and not bare skin, but you know when you go barefoot on a slab, it's got a certain sound to it.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell it's not shoes. It sounded like that, but heavy. Like, there was weight behind these steps. This thing starts stepping around the veranda. I'll try to describe this best here. This, you know, there's 2 seats and a round table. They're cast iron and they're like floral. They got the checkouts through them.
Yeah.
You know those tables?
Yeah.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm laying there listening to this fucking thing step closer and closer around the window. 'Cause I got told, like, we were speaking about it the night before, and I got told that I think they're interested around light and, like, curious.
Right, okay, yeah.
These, what we call them in Australia is yowies. Yowies, Yeti, Sasquatch, like, in America, and Yeti, fucking, whatever. Same shit. And this thing's fucking, I don't know what it was to this day, because I was fucking, I'm going, like, my sister's Gabby, I'm going, Gabby, like, fucking wake up. Like, I'm fucking about to shit myself. Like, I was freaking. I was so scared. 'Cause I couldn't figure out, like, what would it be? And I'm going, Gabby, go. I'm trying not to make any noise, and she's dead asleep. And then I just go, and I wouldn't look at me blinds. I'm thinking, I'll look at that fucking thing. That thing's going to be fucking right there. It's going to be right there looking at me. I'm going, nah, not looking at it out there. And it fucking knocks that cast iron fucking table, just goes, like, across the concrete, like, knocks it. Like, just bumps it. And that was like, fuck me. That was a couple of meters away from my window. And it wasn't like, didn't slide out to sit in. It just, like, fucking just knocked it.
Like it had just bumped into it. Yeah.
And it went, like, everything stopped. And I'm there, fucking, like, I'm getting goosebumps. Like, I don't have a reason to make this up.
Yeah.
I'm not, I didn't come here to make this shit up. Like,
that's crazy.
And it just, that was it. It kind of fucking, like, the noise went and everything went, and I fucking laid there for an hour or 2 hours and then fell back to sleep.
And this was the night after they had said they'd...
Yeah, so not the night of, it was the following night after.
Right,
no,
okay.
sorry, not when they saw it. They saw it weeks before.
Oh, right, okay.
But it was still recent.
But it was the night after you'd been told.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
So it wasn't that night, it was the night after. So it wasn't like, and
it wasn't like playing in your head. Yeah.
Wasn't people fucking taking the piss out of me either. Because they would have done it that night while we were talking about it. Like, I got up that morning. To this day, no one. I fucking told me. My dad. I say anything to my dad believes me. Like, he's good like that. He doesn't fucking shut it down. He goes, yeah, right. Like, he's very open-minded. I think that's what I try to be. Because he's very open-minded. He doesn't see a reason to not believe people.
Yeah.
And this is where this whole, like, it's like, not a love for it, but it sparked this whole interest with, like, the unknown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was what, 12, 14, around that brackish area.
Yeah.
Well, I was old enough to kind of not, like, I didn't, just fucking shit didn't happen in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it pushes me to, like, believe it. But then I listen to a lot of podcasts, and then they have, well, what do you think of that? Like,
well, I mean, that's interesting. I haven't looked into all that stuff myself, so I've never. The closest thing I've looked into myself with that would be the Black Panther.
Love the Black Panther. I believe the Black Panther.
I've seen the Black Panther.
I feel like I know you've seen it.
Yeah, I think I've told you before. I think it might have even been not yet, possibly. I did post about it on Facebook quite a while ago where I thought I saw it, and then I was coming home one night and it was on Komori Road, and 100%. It was way too big to just be a cat. It was not a possum. It wasn't a fox. It was fucking black, and it was fucking big. And I swear I saw it. I swear I saw it.
I've always wanted to be lucky enough to see the Black Panther.
Yeah, well, I mean, I swear I saw it. In saying that, though, I could be fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well,
I was tired coming home. It could have been like a fucking your brain playing tricks on you, but I fucking swear I saw it. Swear I saw it.
Well, that's what.
And I just wish like I could capture it on camera, you know, like.
That's what I don't understand. Like, people always there's always this footage. There's always like shit like that.
Yeah.
And no, you just can't get a solid one. And if they do, I wonder if they just don't show it.
Yeah.
Because if they do find one and a solid photo or whatever, like proper video photo, gets sent in, there's gonna be a manhunt. Like,
yeah.
Who can fucking skin one? You know what I mean?
100%. I was gonna ask, do you want to grab a beer? We've got beers in the fridge, and we're gonna have a beer.
You don't need to save that to me.
And
I was gonna say I'm fucking nothing in it.
Bit empty. But I did want to bring up something I read the other day, which I think would be a good.
You want to crack it, or am I just
a good? I'll crack it. Cheers. But I think would be a
original. Lucky taste, mate.
Original.
No Super Chris.
Nah, original's the best. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was the thing I found the other day on here that I thought was interesting, because people, you know, fair enough, they may be listening to what we've talked about tonight and they may be thinking, you fuckwits are crazy.
Well.
Which is cool. It's just an interest. It's a big interest of mine. But conspiracy theories that turned out true. Okay. Now, there's a few on here that I want to go through real quick. Just for everyone who thinks we're just talking shit, but there's been a lot of times where people have been called crazy in history, and years later, it's turned out to be correct. So this one is the Phoebus cartel, right? And I'll just read it as it says on here. As the old saying goes, they don't make them like they used to. While it's a cliche that products today aren't made to last, from iPhones and ink cartridges to cars and washing machines, everything seems to have a built-in expiry date. It's not your imagination. The technical term is planned obsolescence, meaning products are deliberately designed with an artificially short lifespan. That can either be achieved by intentionally using materials that will break down faster, denying repairs, or other gimmicks like non-replaceable batteries. Now, anyway, so this happened with light bulbs, right? And the Phoebus cartel, right, was the world's biggest... the world's biggest light bulb manufacturers met in Geneva to form the Phoebus cartel. So prior to 1925, light bulbs typically lasted around 2,000 hours. The cartel managed to halve that to just 1,000, right? So people started to then buy light bulbs and think, why the fuck are they fucking
Bastards
dying
blowing.
blowing so quick, because they actually secretly met and decided on this. So that was in December 1924, and the cartel only lasted until sometime in the 1930s. But the existence wasn't uncovered until decades later. So people started coming up like, they don't, they're making them differently and whatnot. And people were thinking, you're fucking crazy, mate. You're just buying shit ones. Or whatever,
Yeah.
But no, they're actually all the biggest light manufacturers in the world. Now, back then, there probably wasn't that many that were the biggest manufacturer. They probably owned, a fuck ton of the market.
Yeah.
And so they actually decided that, we're going to halve the lifespan. So then they're going to buy double the amount of light bulbs in, say, a 10-year period or whatever.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Well, Apple do it.
Well, Apple do it exactly
Apple's
right.
buddy, the upgrade, like when the software fucking
Exactly right.
upgrades itself, your old phones can't handle that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Or they'll even make upgrades that
It's not fucking hard.
they'll make apps and that not work with your iOS
That's
system.
what I mean. You always got to be refreshing.
Yeah, you've always got to
buy a new
upgrade
one
your phone
all the time.
Yeah. So it's all a fucking scam.
Yeah.
This one here, secret UFO program. In the 1940s and 50s, the US was gripped with UFO hysteria after a wave of unexplained sightings of flying saucers. And this is all the way back then. Now it's still a big thing now. In response, the US Air Force was tasked with investigating the phenomenon. Project Blue Book, launched in 1952, looked into 12,618 UFO sightings reported between 1947 and 1969, ultimately finding that 701 remained unidentified. Still, the Air Force declared case closed and the program was shut down. In the nearly 5 decades after the end of Project Blue Book, the US government's official position was that it no longer investigated UFOs. That is until December 27, when the New York Times revealed the existence of a secret Pentagon program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. So that was still in existence in 2017. So they say the program itself was tiny, $22 million US. And that's barely a rounding error in the US Defense Department annual budget of more than $600 billion. But the Pentagon said it was discontinued in 2012. So all this, so people were saying, the government's involved and they're studying it, and they always said, no, we're not interested in that. But it was still going the whole time, so they were still and I think that's a big thing now, and it's why more and more information's come out, and that's probably why the Pentagon's stance on it's changed to, oh no, there are fucking videos, and we're gonna say that these UFOs are. I mean, we can't explain this shit. Because I don't think they can hide it for much longer. But on touching on that and going back to aliens, do you think, how deep do you think it runs? Do you think they definitely know exactly what, are aliens already here?
Yeah.
In your opinion?
My opinion, yeah. They say we live with them, but I don't know.
I think we live among them. I think they're already here.
I think they're here, but I don't think we fucking walk down the street next to one. You know what I mean? I think maybe in the government, where they hold power, I don't see why. Maybe, relatives? Fuck.
Yeah.
Could be animals, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I believe they hold power, and I believe the government only knows what they allow. Yeah. Well, what I've read is that they come into play, and all these new sightings, all these new really spiked fucking up when nuclear war started. Yeah. And what I've been told and read that they're kind of peacekeepers. Aliens supposed to be peacekeepers, apparently.
Right, okay.
These ones, at least.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, fuck me. I hope so. Anyway,
some of the technology I've seen those fucking flying saucers do.
There's those triangle ones that, fucking nuts. Yeah. But they reckon that as soon as nuclear war started, they come and kind of shut that down before we destroyed Earth. I also read that there's hierarchies. There's 3 groups of aliens. This is what I read. I don't know.
I'm going to grab your beer.
This is what I read, and then some of them, they use us as fucking we're their toys, Evolution.
Probus and that. Oh.
I don't know about Probus, but fucking well, not me at least, about like just evolution. It's them toying and them fucking trying shit.
Right,
like
yeah.
dinosaurs supposed to be from them. They started dinosaurs, whatever, wiped it out. Apes, it's just what I read. It's supposed to be from them.
So they
fucked around with apes to make evolution.
So if you believe,
to us.
well, not believe that, but if you,
I don't know if I believe it, but
say that's the theory, right? Then what created aliens?
well, there you go. When the fuck does it end then?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, like that's what I always wonder. It's like, fucking, man, I don't like to think about how the universe started because then you're like, well, fucking, but how did the universe start without it fucking being anything? Like, what is nothing? Like,
Yeah,
how
what's
is
nothing?
there nothing? There couldn't, like, what is there?
And we'll never know.
nothing. Like, oh, it's fucked. Anyway, that's like I did. Like I was going to do a bit of what do they call it? Like physics in high school.
I did physics in high school.
And then I was like, fuck this. This shit is fucked. And
Did
it's
half
fucking
of
with
it.
my brain.
Did a year of it.
Yeah, I did a year of chemistry and then me and my mate both.
I really
Left.
liked physics. I blew it with my teacher, like I did with most of my teachers. Yeah. I struggle with
Who was your teacher?
I struggle with authority. Oh, I can't. Oh, Narayan. He was an Indian bloke. This was at Pat's.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Wasn't that
you
colour?
left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot you left.
But smart bloke, fucking got the brains. I always had a kid's attitude, so I think that I'd always clash with intelligent people.
Yeah.
But I was very, even when I was young, it's very hard to keep me interest.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're just learning out of a textbook. Like, and then when I don't have me interest, you don't have me cooperation. I kind of fucking do what I want.
Yeah.
Like, and just play around and fuck around and chat to whoever. Like many fucking students, but
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we all learn this. How do we all learn on the same book?
yeah.
When we got all different personalities. And
Well, that's it. And I think
Ways of learning.
school's a joke. I mean,
I believe school's very necessary. I believe it should be, especially after all this time, they should have it down pat where teachers need to be teaching different ways to different students.
Yeah. I definitely think,
I'm not a teacher or nothing, but that's what I reckon.
yeah, I just
Like
think
when I've always have to teach shit
they try and
at
push
work,
things. They try and push things
and I
down
know
your
that I
throat.
have to teach different ways to them
Yeah.
because not everyone's the same.
I just think school now is full of just leftist propaganda.
We
But
didn't
they
learn a
shove
lot of
down your
shit we should have
throat.
learnt in school, that's for sure.
Well, that's it.
I did-
Apparently
I did
now
my
they're
12
changing
years,
it. They're gonna be
13
teaching like tax.
Well, it
How
should
to do
be.
your
Why is
tax
that
and-
only? A lot of people are going to run their own business when they leave school. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially like nowadays where everyone wants to fucking buy the cherry and everyone wants to have a go.
Yeah.
Like to a degree.
Yeah.
They've got to be teaching that shit.
Yeah.
Tough subject, but
But yeah,
more for the teachers to fucking learn.
that's it.
Wouldn't want to be a teacher in today's age, but
No, I
a
mean,
lot of respect to them that can handle everything.
yeah, kids are cunts too.
Oh, yeah.
I see someone getting around Northern and I'm thinking, oh, fucking,
look
where
at
are
you
your
little
parents, bro?
You look at people sometimes and you go, fuck, you're a prick of a thing.
yeah,
Never spoken to
yeah.
Never spoken to them, just the look of them and how they hold themselves. You just go, don't look at me, you fucking...
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we leave it there?
Yeah. Whatever.
I think we've covered a lot. We've gone for over an hour now.
Fuck, I could keep chatting till the sun
Oh,
comes up.
well, let's keep chatting then.
Barry.
Oh, well. I was just thinking they're looking like they're... So we're here in Hawkesbury Radio, for those that don't know, in the studios. We've set up here, and it seems like they're trying to do something out there because I keep hearing noise, and it's kind of annoying me. I don't know if it's getting on
I'm
your
in
nerves.
zoned in.
Is it not? It's not getting on your nerves? I'm just trying to be in control of everything.
Nah,
So-
see, yeah, you're the host, see, I'm all
Yeah.
zoned in, though.
Yeah.
You got me all ears.
I've been looking over there thinking, fucking, what are they doing?
Nah,
But anyway.
fuck, eh.
But anyway, but yeah. So, is there any other conspiracies that you feel like you haven't brought up tonight yet?
I just want to talk about one story.
Yeah, let's
before
go.
you go.
No,
This
that's okay.
story's
No
got
time limit.
A
Take
lot
your
of
time.
interest in my eyes.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's because I've never heard anything like it, and it's come from US Marines. Is why I'm fucking very interested in it.
Okay.
The name of this story is called the Kandahar Giant. I don't know if you've heard of it or
I haven't.
listeners have heard of it, but this thing's fucking nuts. Well, I hope I tell it the way it should be told. So, this is in Afghanistan. US is obviously over there fighting wars. This is 2012. I think this all went down. Got made top secret. A couple of whistleblowers broke the silence. Whatever. this fucking was it? No, it wasn't 2012. Sorry, it was I think it was in 1900s, and I think got whistleblown 2012.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so I got my dates wrong, but
Do you want to double check on that?
nah, that's right. The Kandahar Giant. Just look, like it's easy to find.
Okay.
It's a good story. So these
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Kandahar. Kandahar.
Okay.
The Kandahar Giant is what I found it under.
Kandahar.
Kandahar's the like the suburb, like not suburb, the city. I don't know what the fuck. It's in the it's mountainous area.
Okay. In
Right?
Afghanistan.
In Afghanistan,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, if I've listened right. Anyway, so group of US Marines or soldiers have gone missing. I don't know if they were Marines or not, but they've gone missing and they're just fucking like gone missing. And people don't go missing because they radio in when the slightest thing goes wrong. Radio in for people to be on standby for them.
Right. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to work. Like, I'm not anything to do with the army, anything like that, but this is what I've been told by people that are. So you radio in, like, even it's premature half the time. Half time you're radioing in prematurely. Just have people on standby.
Yeah.
These fucking blokes, there's a handful of them, like maybe a dozen, they fucking off the face of the earth. Didn't radio in, missing for a few days. Very scary shit, because that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in Afghanistan against, like, the fucking those soldiers. Like, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So this has happened, and then so they've taken it quite fucking seriously. Like, the people in charge over there, they've sent the elite marine, like elites, a team of I think it was like 6, like fucking elites. Like, I've sent them up into the Kandahar mountain, like, wilderness.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be real thick, like real fucking. Oh, I don't know, but it's supposed to be quite fucking rough terrain. So these blokes have gone, like, first few days, they're walking around, they haven't really found anything, they're looking for something, haven't found anything. Then on the third or fourth day, they're coming, like, they're just walking up the mountains, just searching, like, they're searching everywhere, so it's taking them time. Then they found, like, a goat trail that leads up into the mountain. This story is supposed to be fucking spot on true. Like, a lot of people are backing this story, like, serious people. They go into the mountains, and then they found this goat trail, and they go, fuck, like, we'll follow this goat trail because it's leading us up the right way, and then we'll come over the top of the mountain, see if we can look down. They've done that, and they've gone, followed it up, and it's plateaued. So this mountainous, like, they followed up this goat trail, plateaued into, like, a flat surface. In this flat surface, they've got 3 fucking, there's all cave systems through this mountain, so you gotta be very careful where you go, because, like, enemy anywhere, like, the cave systems all through this mountain, and they come to these 3 big cave fucking entries, like, apparently in this, like, where it's plateaued, and they're finding, like, broken bits of radio and, like, bits and pieces, like, on the way up, like, on that last, when they're finding this goat trail. So they've gone, fuck, we gotta follow this, and they're quite serious now, because, like, apparently you're not supposed to, like, you lose your radio, like, radio's a big thing, because if they get, like, enemies get hold of your radio, apparently they can if they can, like, figure out what yous are saying to each other, like, they can crack codes and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, for lack of better words. So they've gone up there, and then they're going, fuck, and then they're going around the head, like, the mouth of this cave, and they're just, like, fucking having a look around, and they're going, oh, like, I don't know about this, like, and they're going, like, started walking out, and then one of the boys, like, they got flashlights, and one of them shined past this thing and had these 2 big fucking glaring eyes staring back. And then this is the bloke that told the story. This is what he said. This was him. Like, he was the bloke.
Yeah.
And he spotted this fucking thing. And then this spear of sorts has come fucking whizzing past, like, big fuck off spear, like tree fucking trunk spear, has come whizzing past, hit his name was Dan, this bloke, hit Dan straight, like, fuck, where it got him, I don't know, but went fucking through the cunt, like bad gunman cunt, because he's a fucking hero, but it's gone through this bloke and like done him. They've gone, what the fuck? Everyone's fucking just guard up, waiting for the next thing to happen, apparently. And then this big fuck off creature, red hair, red beard, 12 to 14 foot, this thing stands. It's supposed to have 6 fingers, 6 toes on each side. This thing's fucking, it's a humanoid, like, it's a big fuck off human type setup creature.
Yeah.
This thing's come out like wearing. This is what they depicted it as, wearing like just fucking like just fur of animals and shit like that to keep warm, has come charging out squealing at them or something like that, and they've gone, holy fuck, like they've all just, and then they kind of snapped out of what's happening and just like rained hell on this fucking giant, end up killing it. They fucking done it in. So you thought, I think it'd fucking take a few more, but they reckon it went for the spear, and they just fucking, these blokes just snapped into fucking, they're elites, like you don't just go into shock. So these blokes are just, fuck, we got, like, just started raining on this thing, and done it in. Anyway, caught up straight away. This fucking creature trying to describe it to base. Base has come up with a helicopter to get Dan, who's passed away unfortunately, and then get this creature, taking it back to the base. They've got like, they'd have photos of this thing. Like the bloke that was there had it drawn to his fucking description. This thing is off its head. Like I'll try to show you it, and then it is like, oh, it was massive, this thing. See if I can show you it for you. You can look through there. You see a couple of like redhead. This helicopter's come to pick it up. They reckon they struggled to tie it up, and then taken it to the base. And then they got all sworn secrecy, not allowed to tell. And then they kept asking questions like, "Where's this thing gone? Where have you taken it? Where have you done this with it?" Like these like elite Marines, like they should know shit, haven't been told it, and then
15-foot giant.
There you go, like, and I've heard this story a few times before. I proper researched it up, and they're asking questions. They're getting told nothing. Like these blokes know shit. Like they're allowed to know shit because of their like status.
Yeah.
And just wiped it. Didn't tell them anything. So they got the shits. 2 of them come out. The bloke that told the story, and then another bloke, and then an Air Force bloke that flew the fucking thing. I hope that's true, because that is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be, coming from the mouth of people like that.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the first I've actually heard about it, so I'm going to do some
that's what I mean.
research.
It's not, I've never even heard about it.
I'm going to do some research into that.
I do love that story, but
yeah, that's a cool story.
it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool to
mad.
believe if that's happened or not.
I know. Oh, do you think giants are real? Well, I mean, you believe that, so.
Well, they reckon there's pygmy. This is what I don't get. They got breeds of pygmy people. They got like breeds of larger people. Like big people have been born before. Like you look at the tallest man in the world, he'd stand.
Yeah.
Fuck me, he'd be up 10 foot or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but like there's
What is the tallest man in the world? Let's look it up. Tallest man ever.
And there's like breeds
On
of
record.
there's breeds of pygmy people that are fucking tiny. Like it just, I don't know what it comes down to, but
8 foot 11 inches. So that's like 9 foot basically.
is that it? Here's me saying 10.
Yeah.
So no one's hit double digits yet, except for the Kandahar Giant.
Yeah. Let's hope that is real.
Nah, but that's a story that I really like.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's a conspiracy.
Well, it's a conspiracy theory. Yeah, it's just like everything that can't be explained by the mainstream media.
Yeah, they won't tell us nothing about that. But hopefully that comes out in the whole Pentagon thing. That'd be groovy, eh?
Yeah, that would be cool. I wonder how much they are going to declass.
Surely not all of it.
It'll never be all of it. And certainly won't happen under Biden. If it was going to happen under anyone, it would have happened under Trump. But yeah,
I don't know how he has the power to that's still going through. July 1st, June 1st, soon.
June 1st.
June 1st in America.
I thought it was by the end of June. It's going. Oh, they're going to start releasing it June 1st, and then by the end of June, it's going to be like.
Date I've been hearing.
Right. Okay, and that's all gonna. Yeah, that's all. I reckon it's going to be a big build up for nothing. In terms of what they'll actually tell us.
Yeah.
Imagine if they go, oh yeah, so and so is an alien.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He's a reptile. That
Yeah, I know.
guy. Even if he's not, he fucking is.
Don't ban me. Again. Yeah. He already hates me.
Sorry, mate.
I'd probably be on Facebook's hit list, I reckon.
You'd be in the top 50.
I reckon I would.
You'd
I
fucking
reckon-
be close to it.
Yeah, I've fucking been banned a fucking lot, haven't I?
I've been banned once, hey.
Yeah,
Fly under the radar, so
Don't
just give
post
me the
enough.
share fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They won't be ready for it.
But yeah, no. Well, hopefully I don't get banned. Hopefully this stays on YouTube and Spotify, and
Just keep posting it. Keep buying more fucking laptops so we can keep putting it through.
I'll do it from an internet cafe so they can't
That's
track
right,
me.
yeah. Fuck, we know
Oh.
fucking cameras in the joint.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a camera on every computer now, so
Yeah.
I like know who's there in case they do any
They know
illegal
everything.
shit.
Fuck, they know everything.
Yeah, they do know everything. You are being tracked. Everyone's being tracked. I just try and make it harder for them. Fuck your check-in QR code bullshit. Fuck your COVID safe app. Fuck your everything. Fucking get off me back. Fuck your COVID fucking vaccine passport. Fuck your vaccine.
So no to the vaccine.
Absolutely 100% not happening. Not going in my body.
They're gonna pin you down. You're gonna be the only black in Australia by the end of it.
What, with
You're
it?
gonna
Without
be,
it?
Yeah, without. You're gonna be a museum.
Well, apparently still a third don't want it, so
I'm not interested.
I have faith.
I'm healthy.
I have faith
I
in
don't see why I need to have it.
have faith in the people. I have faith in you.
People need to stand up, get together, don't they?
That's it.
Power in the people.
Well, there's a big rally going on. Or did it just happen? It might have happened last Saturday.
Jeez, these
actually.
shorts are giving me grief, hey. Or is
Are
it
they?
the chair? They keep running up on me.
Maybe it's the chair. Maybe you're just getting too excited and then.
They're getting revved up about the giant. You big redhead.
But yeah, no, there has been a few rallies going on against mandatory vaccinations, so
Yeah.
I can never make them. They're on a Saturday. I have night on Saturdays, so
Busy.
busy. Too busy.
They're in spirit.
Too busy to
They're on your
protest.
podcast. Spirit.
Yeah, well, that's it. Hopefully I can be a voice for them.
That'd be good.
But yeah. Anyway, Benny, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me. I'm honoured to be the first guest.
It is cool.
What a cracker.
It's cool. Hopefully this takes off and then we can look back and go, hey.
Yeah, day one. Day one.
That's it.
Proper day one. Fuck.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Remember, if you'd like to just listen to an audio version, you can listen to that on Spotify, or if you want to watch the video every week, check it out on YouTube. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks,
remember,
guys.
Remember to speak free with Matty G.
Yup.